They're like, this is why I don't collect.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome back to the Sooner or Later Review. I'm your host, Joey, and this week we are going to review Mickey 17, the Bong Joon Ho sleeper hit that has made no money and will continue to make no money.
Who's lost money, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, would it drop 60 to 80% or something I saw?
Yeah, I wanna just make sure that we get this out of the way now. We're not money people. We don't ever review a movie based on how much money it made. But this has been the topic of a lot of people's conversation is how much money this hasn't made or will ever make. And making money is not a sign of a good movie. Like plenty of fantastic movies never made money. The Shawshank Redemption basically didn't make any money and only got popular because everybody had to watch it on TNT like every fucking Thanksgiving or whatever.
I also think so obviously Oscar movies don't make money because they're not meant for that, but also too, this is an early of the year movie. I guess if it was in January, I don't think people would even be talking about its finances, but because it's more closer to the spring, they want to talk about it.
Probably
because it's closer to movie season. But I think if you bring a movie in the first 3 months of the year, a handful of those will make money. It's like dead movie season.
I don't even know why they put it during this time. This is such a weird. Go ahead.
They've probably been sitting on it for a little bit, you know? They had to release it eventually.
No way they've been sitting on it.
I don't know. I guess it released in February 15th.
Yeah, this movie started production in 2022. Right?
When did
they probably
movie?
I'm sorry. Pattinson was confirmed to star in May of 2022. Production began at Warner Brothers Studios on August 2nd, 2022 and concluded December 2022. But this is it's a super FX heavy film. Yeah. There's so many special effects happening, so I'm not surprised. And then
it actually wasn't fully done.
Filming was finished in January 2023 with the director working on the ideal cut after. So he was in the lab for a couple years working on this or whatever.
So yeah, I think 2023 is when it's finally done. So they shopped it for a year and a half, and then unless someone picked it up sooner,
no,
but
Warner
they only had a year. They picked it up right away, or they picked it up beforehand.
They produced it.
Yeah, they released.
So they produced it, which means they're also going to be the distributors. They're not going to not produce and ship it.
I don't think Bong Joon Ho has to shop around, dude.
Nah, Bong Joon Ho and Robert Pattinson, they're not shopping nothing around.
No.
People are flocking to them. He announced this movie, and they were like, "Oh, we have to get on that." Yesterday.
I don't think so.
What do you mean? The dude won an Oscar. He made an Oscar-winning film a couple years ago.
Sure, but I don't think people based on this type of movie were flocking for this movie. Yes, they have the two big names.
After the fact, we're not talking about. We're talking before that. And they hear Bong Joon Ho and Robert Pattinson in 2022. People want to be a part of that film. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then they say, "What movie is it?" And he says, "This movie," and then they're like, Let me see that first draft. Let me.
No, I
don't think Warner Brothers did that.
Yeah,
I think Warner Brothers was like, let's run it.
A space dystopian film
from the dude who made Snowpiercer. They went. That's what he did on Earth. What's he gonna do over there?
Yeah,
Homie's gonna cook. So okay, James, let's hear it. You hated this, didn't you?
It's okay.
You hated it.
It's not great.
You're wild. That's crazy to say out loud.
It's an above average movie.
I think it's great. I think this movie isn't. It's not something though that I think you're gonna watch one time and be like, "This is amazing." I think I think it's gonna have to grow, and you may have to watch it one more time, and then it's gonna really dig in your brain and be like, "Damn, this shit hit." You know what I mean? But first time watching, I think 90% of people are gonna be like, "That was kind of weird."
Because there's probably so many little small details that he threw in there, you know.
I mean,
that we just can't pick up.
The acting choices from a lot of the people in the movie are fantastic.
Oh no, great performances! Great performances.
Naomi Ackie is crazy, dude. She's so good.
Yeah, she has a big performance. Mickey 7, science fiction novel, Edward Ashton.
7.
Oh, this is based on a novel.
It's based off a novel, yeah.
From 2022 as well. That's kind of
Which is that's a sequel to other books as well. I don't know how the book franchise works.
It's no. Oh yeah, no. This isn't a sequel. Mickey 7 isn't a sequel. It has a sequel called Antimatter Blues.
And that's also getting
it says a Mickey 7 novel.
Yeah.
So,
wait, this is also getting an adaptation?
Yeah, sequel Antimatter Blues written as a result. Oh, it's written as a result of the Mickey 7 getting a movie.
Oh, that's kind of cool. I'm here for that. Dude, I might read this book.
He's capitalizing on it. He's like, oh, they're going to make a movie? I might as well write something else so that they can buy both books.
Yeah,
no,
bro,
that makes sense. Yeah.
The story of this is also really cool.
It is cool.
It's something we haven't seen, I feel like, in science fiction. And it's exploring. I love science fiction that like explores what humanity can do when they're not constrained by earthly morals, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like printing a human being, very not moral, but understandable when you're testing things in space. Like, I get it. Even though these people, not great. They're not nice to my man.
Yeah.
They see Expendable, very rude individuals. Like bullying old boy.
Very different Expendables.
Very different. Yeah. He didn't have a gun in sight.
I was like, Mark Ruffalo, man. What a strange guy.
Dude, he's so good at being such just a terrible human being. He's
definitely Poor Things vibes, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Huge Poor Things vibes.
Yeah.
I was waiting for him to start helicoptering it. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to get wild in here.
Did this movie give you guys like Starship Trooper vibes?
Kind of. I wouldn't say that that's the first thing that jumped out at me, but it came off your lips, and I was like,
I felt like they were in the same world. Like, almost. I believe that they could be in the same world.
I mean, they almost tell kind of the same story, where it's like he's
similar,
trying to villainize the bugs, but the bugs are like, nah, bro, we're chill, relax. Spoilers.
Yeah, like
for Mickey 17, by the way. I don't know if you could tell from the title, but we're spoiling it.
But that's not even like the important part, really.
No, it's not.
Like,
I mean,
it's a little.
The environmentalism is kind of extremely important, you know?
Yeah.
And, you know, oh boy being a really bad impersonation of Trump.
Yeah.
Very important.
I just want to talk to him about his accent, or like...
Who are you talking about? Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo's, yeah. Because he kept on dipping in and out of it, I feel like. He would go super extreme, then he would not go as extreme.
I think it depends on who he's talking to.
He's a fake ass dude.
Yeah, fake
but
as
I was
hell.
thinking he's a politician, so he like hams it up at, at certain times.
He knows how, like, who his audiences are, and like how he should be acting in front of different people. Like, even the way that he talked to that scientist when he was like ended up being his biggest hype man, when he was like, I'm gonna quit, don't worry, because of this failure, and he's like, no, dude, you gotta learn from it, you gotta grow like the rest of us. And I was like, but like, for people who need a leader, people who can't lead themselves, that was straight fire. That was a heater. If somebody needs something like that in their lives, and you drop a bar like that, you got them in the palm of your hands, you know?
Well, it makes sense. They're living in a world that is practically the interstellar world. They're having goddamn just straight dust storms, and they're already been rejected by the good colonies that are like the ones that are like legitimately trying to make plans to make food and stuff like that. Half of these people are a political cult. Yeah, and just they had no other option. So those people are easy to manipulate, and then he manipulates the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you have someone like Mickey who like has no other option, doesn't even bother to read the contract. It's just like, I need to do whatever I have to do to get here. Fine, sure. Like,
he probably just thought it sounded cool, expendable. He's like, oh, that's a cool word.
No, he didn't even think that. He saw expendable and was like, they're gonna need these. I'm gonna get in at the ground floor because they need expendables. Because I would assume
I'd be like a soldier or something. I'd be like, oh, this is probably like another name for like infantry. Sure, I'll be a soldier.
Yeah, like, and then they just start killing you all over the place.
Yeah, and that's a cool premise too, though, because even I remember watching like a documentary about it was a family that lost their child to like cancer and stuff like that, and they like it was like the cryogenic freezing and stuff. and it was that process of saving the memories and uploading them and then putting them into a new body, and which is like what this movie does. So like people actually in the real world are like looking into science like this. And then it's the thought of, is it truly you? And then there's all the ethical like things.
But it's not. It's not you.
I mean, we see it in this movie.
Yeah, that it is totally not you. That at any point, like the brain chemistry is going to be different because it's not what it originally was. I don't know. I feel like, I mean, they kind of explored it in that one episode of Black Mirror as well, where Captain Britain or whatever brought her husband back to life, and it's like. You're never going to be satisfied by the output because that person isn't the person that you lost. And they're never going to ever be exactly that person. So, like, why are you trying?
Because that's all he is, too. In Black Mirror, he's printed out. Like,
yeah. You don't know what.
Naomi seemed pretty satisfied, dude.
Dude, if I'm getting... I mean... This is the horny section of this
with
episode.
Your homies, dude. Come on.
Dude,
honestly,
if I'm getting 17th and 18th, why would you not?
I'm saying I would have fought a girl too in the middle of the streets like that. Like, you hold on, you're not taking all 16 inches from me, brother.
Yeah,
that ain't happening.
Yeah, I'm not giving up 17 either. Like, you can have 18 if anything.
17's a lover, bro. Like 18, he's a giver. He's gonna take you to Pound Town. But 17's gonna hold you afterwards. You need both. You need both.
I cracked up with that by her, like, she was like, "Oh, you're mild and you're habanero."
Yeah, you're habanero, Mickey.
Yeah. She was also high as shit, though.
She was high off her ass, dude.
Steven Yeun is a just straight piece of shit, the whole movie.
Good. I'm tired of seeing good guy Steven Yeun characters. I need to see my man's range, and he's such a bad guy in this movie.
Yeah,
so good. I also like. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I kept on hearing Mark Grayson. I mean, because he was
Invincible.
Yeah, the whole time I was like, "Oh my god, it's Invincible."
You know, I don't really hear that when I'm watching Invincible, but like,
yeah, I don't hear him either. I feel like he's pretty distinct. That'd be like you go back and you watch the seasons with Glenn in it, and you're like, "Glenn, just punch his face in, bro. What are you doing? You can fly, man. Just fly." But
you're an alien.
Yeah, you're half alien. I love the little details that Bong put into the world building, like putting a speaker on the electric chainsaw to make chainsaw noises, because like they clearly don't use gasoline anymore. So if you want the chainsaw to feel like a real chainsaw, you got to play the rum noises. I noticed it the first time we saw it. I was like, "Damn, is that a speaker? Is that not gas?" Sure enough, they're using the bitch indoors. It can't be gas. It was.
I feel like with all the technology they had, they probably could have saved the Earth. Like, they got some high tech ass shit. Dude. But it was these billionaires wanting to go to other planets.
But so Earth, I don't think was like Earth was failing. But the reason that he wanted to leave wasn't really to like save anything. He just wanted to be in charge again.
Oh no, him particularly. Sure, I'm talking about like the other settlements that left.
I mean, but like, it's so much easier to just settle somewhere else.
Yeah.
No, it ain't. They had to kill 15 Mickeys.
I mean, no, they could have just worn hoods all the time until they built everything.
How many was 12?
No, they killed
14,
4.
15, 16?
They killed 4 to make the injection or whatever. Yeah, they killed 4.
What are they called? Oh my god,
the
vaccine. Yeah.
But
it was like 12 through 16. I think died from that.
Yeah. And Neil deGrasse Tyson put it best. If you're going to terraform another planet, that means you have terraforming capabilities. You should probably just terraform Earth back to Earth. And like, if you have the technology, leaving Earth is the worst thing that you could possibly do instead of just fixing what you have.
Because that's what I wonder about Mars, where they're like, because there's like, oh, like the ozone and then like all this stuff. They're like, oh, we can make a new ozone, or like we could fix, you know, the oxygen and all that stuff. And it's just like, why not just do that here? Yeah.
But that's why nobody's actually going to Mars, is because it doesn't make any sense. Like,
it's not financially. It doesn't financially make sense. It's going to be so expensive.
We went to the moon once, and then we're like, all right, that's it.
Bro, what else?
There's some awful moon landings, but the thing is, they stopped them though, because they said,
"What else is
we're
there
just
to
losing
do?
money."
Yeah. What is it? You're not gaining any political power by going to the moon. So there's like
once
no
they
point.
found there was once they saw enough of it and seen there was no gold or minerals to make energy or just wealth. They
or
said
guns.
yeah, like they needed something of it. It's just rock.
Yeah, Big Rock, Big Rock,
Space
go
Rock.
rock. Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah,
because that's like Mark Ruffalo's character sponsored this whole trip. He failed on Earth trying to get elected. He's like, I need a new
Twice.
place
I
to
need where
rule
everyone's
over.
gonna vote for me. Yeah,
Yeah.
and he
Um,
knew he had enough followers to be the manpower. Like
Yeah.
it's not, he didn't have to do that much. And
Yeah.
and Toni Collette too. Also, she was sprinkling the right things in that man's ear.
bro, don't get me started on Toni Collette, dude. She a
Stop
baddie. She
starting.
knows
Great,
she
dude.
a
I
10,
love
dude.
her, dude.
I
Yeah.
also love her. She's so good at everything. Dude, I'm about to watch Mafia Mama or whatever.
No,
Because
fuck outta
she's just
here.
so
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
bro. She's so good.
I'll
I
never.
forget she's Australian, dude. Like, come on.
Dude, she's so good at playing an
Dude,
American.
And 90% of the good actors are Australian. Like, dude,
It's true.
Yes.
You're not
sadly.
wrong.
Australian and
Sadly.
English run the world when it comes to acting.
I mean, yeah, they just put in more effort, you know? They put in the hard work.
Because this
Um,
movie was real English, dude. There was a lot of English accents.
Yeah, but it's unique. Yeah. But
What do you think? So you think it was because of the strikes? They just had to do
no,
English actors?
were the strikes going on at that point?
No,
Those
they
are
filmed before
2024
that.
things, right? Oh no,
Yeah.
2023. Oh no. The movie was put off schedule because the SAG-AFTRA strike in 2023. So the movie was over
Oh,
already.
okay.
Done filming. I honestly I think Bong Joon Ho just likes the way British people sound. And so he's
Yeah,
probably
I
like,
guess
yeah, run
probably.
that. You know?
The budget of this movie's not terrible though. It's only 118.
Really not that bad.
Yeah.
But I also think movies like this are always going to suffer because it's Western or Eastern storytelling, but to a Western audience,
Yeah.
and it's more. There's more cognitive dissonance when you're watching Westerners try to like tell a story from an Easterner, and it's like, no, this is kind of weird. Whereas if this was like a fully Korean movie, I think it would be easier for people to wrap their heads around it,
Mhm.
or like give more of themselves to the story. But like it being like, because this movie still feels very Korean, you know, it's very weird. There's a lot
It
of
feels like
weird
it's also in the
things happening.
same world as Snowpiercer.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just they took
it's
two
his,
different.
It's his
paths.
style.
Yeah,
Like,
but
but like all his movies are like that.
Parasite-
His movie has a feel.
But Parasite didn't feel like this. The whole
Not
time I
as
was
much.
watching
No,
it,
it
I was
didn't.
like, this doesn't feel like Parasite at all. But it definitely feels more like Snowpiercer.
That is a
'Cause-
better comparison for sure.
This is the second English film, right?
Second, second. United
Snowpiercer being the
States
first one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like, it's also weird. Like, Parasite was more of like a omniscient viewing angle of the story that was happening. In this one, you can hear Mickey's thoughts, but you're really following Mickey almost the whole entire time. And it's
Yeah.
truly just a story about this one man and like get it going forward. Whereas Parasite was like a character study on like this whole ensemble cast, and it felt so much bigger somehow, even though it was only happening in Korea and it was just following rich and poor people. It's interesting that he can make such vastly different films in such a short amount of time. My man's got range.
Yeah, I think even though I'm not to the level of James of where I think this movie was just good, because I think I liked it a lot. The only thing that I didn't like was Mark Ruffalo. I just thought his accent was I just couldn't get over his like accent, but I think I justified it with the
Emma
whole
Stone, huh?
probably.
I think I would if I didn't see Poor Things, I probably would have felt that way. But after seeing Poor Things, I had no problem with his performance in this. I was like, okay, this is.
I was just like
he wasn't.
I wanted him to ham it up even more. I guess I wanted him to just get batshit crazy with it.
I don't think he could have done that. I don't even know where he could have done that.
I mean, he was. I think he did it though. Like that's the thing I don't understand though. Like because. Like the whole like last like hurrah scene, like what more would you? He had old girl catch the thing with the rope, and he's over here
in her teeth,
in her teeth. I thought that was cool. It was I don't know, just something about him I didn't like. That's like my least favorite part of this whole movie, was just him, his acting. I don't know.
You hear that, Mark Ruffalo? Be better, you scrub ass.
Do better, dude. You're the weak link.
He is. Goodbye.
But other than that, dude, I loved Robert Pattinson playing two roles essentially, 17 and 18.
Robert Pattinson is always going to be an easy sell for me. If my man's in the
Dude,
movie,
yeah.
I'm going to be watching that damn movie. It does not matter.
I needed him more Mickeys. I needed to see him play 4 Mickeys.
The other Mickeys I feel like should have had more screen time where they weren't just dying silently.
We saw Mickey 1 in 17-18. That's it, right?
No, we saw all of them.
Well, I guess we did because they're just dying in those scenes.
Dying fast. Dying and
yeah, they
printed.
threw a lot of them in the burner.
Yeah.
But they didn't have moments to shine. Because, like, my thing is, cool. 1 and 17 felt very similar, and then 18 feels vastly different. I would like to see, because how he's like, 6 and 8 or whatever, like, were like this, she said. So I would have liked to have seen those.
It was like 5 was clingy, 6 was whiny, like 8 was weird or some shit like that. Like, yeah, he did a good job of like talking about them, but it would have been cool watching them be alive. Yeah.
Because then he could have really, like, I mean, honestly, he does a great, those characters, 17, 18, feel like very different characters. It's a great job. I'd have liked to seen, especially like, and I guess that's why it's not Mickey 1 through 17, right? But I would have still have liked to seen more of the Mickeys.
Because even like the voice he does for like the Mickey 17 is so unique.
Yeah, and they're different. Like,
yeah, the 18 one feels like vastly different. Yeah. And like you can totally tell the two apart. Even just looking at them standing there, we didn't need
his facial expressions are different.
Yeah. Even the way he like holds his body, like 17 is like hunched over and like making himself super small.
It reminded me of Green Goblin, like how how he switches or whatever. And maybe that's what he said. Hey, on Lighthouse, he said, "Hey, bud, this is how you become great."
So he asked him, "Hey, so how'd you do that?"
Yeah. No, not even that. No, Willem Dafoe was like, I seen it. The Walter told me a story of how you play 2 Mickeys, and you want to play it like this. And then he was like, oh, okay, I'll write that down. Thanks, Willem.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think he was just so good. He's so good for no reason. He doesn't have to go this hard.
Yeah, I mean, the movie he just did with Florence Pugh was real good too. Dude just like makes banger movies. I feel like overall.
How old is that?
Last year it came out. Still Time or something. Still We Live in Time.
Oh, I never watched that.
You talking about Good Time?
Yeah, Fast Times.
I don't see a We Live in Time. Are you talking about Andrew Garfield?
Yeah, you're talking about Andrew Garfield.
You are.
Man.
I am. Yeah, same person.
Damn.
I mean, hey, they're both superheroes or whatever.
They're both Spider-Man somewhere, right?
Yeah, it has to be. That's how the multiverse works.
Spider-Man and Batman are the same person.
I'm not
totally.
They both lost their loved one.
I really liked Naomi, dude. I thought her monologue at the end when she was telling off Ruffalo, bro. The way those English people curse, man, top notch.
I love calling someone a prick. I love a good prick name call. This shit got me hot, dog.
She's the one from Blink Twice, right?
Oh,
she is, yeah.
Oh, she was in Blink Twice?
She's the lead.
Yeah.
I lost her in both roles.
Yeah.
She is 2 different people in these 2 movies, bro.
But her too, I mean, those are two very strong performances. Because I know who she was before Blink Twice. And now she had that, and there's 2 strong performances.
And you know what? I should have recognized her from The Gap. I was like, that Gap looks so familiar. And I was like, I don't know where she's from, though.
Dude, when women cut their hair, long hair, short hair, you can't. 2 different women.
It's like men putting on glasses, bro. There's 2 different dudes.
You just can't tell, yeah.
You can't. She was also, or she had another movie come out this year, too, that I'm going to have to watch it. It's
did she? I didn't know that.
It's an A24 joint called Sorry Baby. How did we miss this?
Okay. I feel like that's something we would like kind of know about.
It's because A24 is just printing them at this point, man.
Well, yeah, they're just buying every movie. Yeah, it definitely doesn't feel like they're being choosy.
No.
Yo, this got a 95%.
Whitney Houston?
No. She
Get
is.
out of here.
She is, and I want to dance with somebody. That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Dude.
Hey, dude, we gotta give props to Naomi, man.
I mean,
dude, she's about to have a Chadwick Boseman run, dude. You do some biopics.
She doesn't have cancer, does she?
I hope don't say that. Don't say that.
I mean, movie role wise.
Oh, okay.
Get
we're
her
back.
In a Kugler joint. Get her in a Kugler joint.
Oh no, that'll kill her. It'll kill her.
Yeah, but she'll go out on top.
Oh yeah. Oh damn, she has really just been in some bangers.
She's on a tear, yeah.
She
She
was
has
in the
2
worst Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah.
She wasn't the worst part of it though.
Dude, she might be in like 4 movies this year, depending on when these other 2 come out.
I'll take it. She's another one. I'll watch anything she's in. I don't care. Give me a dog.
What is this Sorry Baby, though?
I don't know. I posted the link,
It's-
but I don't know. Damn,
I
she
mean,
was in
the-
Doctor Who.
The
Hell
wiki's
yeah.
short, so like
Yeah.
The premise is real short, too.
yeah.
We're gonna have to peep it, man.
This movie ain't anywhere near ready to be out to people.
It already came out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, distributed wise. Like,
Yeah,
its reception is very high, though.
super high. Something bad happened to Agnes, but life goes on for everyone around her, at least. Dude, I'm in. I'm
That's gonna be
in.
a drama. It's gonna be.
Wait, what?
That was the
The movie's gonna go
description on A24's website.
Okay.
And a female director, so you know.
I love that.
What else
I'll-
did she do?
All right, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind.
All right.
All right. We got anything else we want to talk about? The ending.
I want
I
to
was-
give the letterbox score is 3.7.
Okay,
Makes sense. Letterboxd people love movies like this.
for sure. These
Someone
are my type
said
of people.
the challengerism of that one scene.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie. I think 17 should have really given himself to what was happening. When 18 started
Should've.
playing with his hair, I was like, if my man doesn't eat a churro right now, I'd be so fucking mad. Sure enough, he
Should've.
didn't eat the churro.
Not at all.
But I would
Well,
have been
they
in.
were interrupted. We don't know.
I don't think he was getting any closer to it.
I don't
I don't
either.
think so
But
either.
I mean, honestly, they should have invited her in.
I'm so surprised they didn't. I was watching the
thought
scene and
that's
I
what
was
they're
like,
gonna do.
But she's jealous though. Naomi, right? What's her name in the movie?
yeah, Nasha.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
jealous.
Yeah, but she was high on the
Possessive?
sauce though. Very possessive.
Yeah.
Very protective
I think-
as well though. She's very protective
Also,
of my boy.
Very
Bro.
well. Yeah.
She ride
Those
or
moves
die.
she pulled off at the end, those crazy
Oh,
karate
yeah.
moves.
Oh, I was thinking of like when she went into the cage with him dying, but yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that as well when I said she's a
Yeah.
ride or die. But no, she
Yeah.
did have some. I mean, she got hired in as a security officer, so
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it makes
yeah.
sense that she's like.
But she was security, firefighter, like
Yeah, she was
all the way
everything.
above.
But also, it was really cool watching Mickey just like be in love with her, getting her ready
Yeah.
for work and shit like that. My man was dedicated to the
Mhm.
cause, you know. And I don't think 18 would have been doing shit like that.
No.
Not at all.
18 wants to wear the pants. Mickey was willing to, I don't need to wear the pants. We're good.
Shit, I wouldn't have either. I'll get you
I'll
ready.
be the submissive person. It's okay.
I mean,
I'm
yeah, the whole time he was like, I don't know how I bagged you, but shit.
Yeah, luckily he didn't say it to her though. He was always in his head like, "How did I get such a baddie? This is crazy."
Yeah,
And
but
he
then
just-
if she doesn't like it, she just got to kill him, and then she gets a new Mickey.
she gets a new one, but hopefully it's
Yeah.
not one of the worst ones.
Yeah,
It's a real toss up.
yeah. What if we
Um,
found out that she killed some of the Mickeys?
No
I'm not
way.
against it. I'm not against it. He would remember,
think-
but I'm not against it.
Yeah, I don't
Nah,
think
dude,
would,
she
but-
good. Look at the.
Tell me about the rabbits, George.
Square. Yeah. Look at this. The square food
Yeah,
pill you got there.
The gruel bar.
It was just like granola or something.
Yeah, space age granola and
Yeah.
other bullshit. Really quick before we move to the ratings, how do we feel about the life forms, the native life forms of Niflheim?
The bugs.
I thought they
The
were really cute.
tardigrades.
They're
I was all
pretty
for 'em.
ugly.
Yeah.
They're based on like an actual bug, like an actual
Oh.
microorganism,
Mm.
which I loved that design.
Oh, they're not based off the tardigrades?
No, they are based on that's what I'm talking about. That's a microorganism, tiny little bug. Tiny
That makes
little
sense. So
bug.
I could see it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these fuckers just live in space somehow.
I mean
Right?
these.
Or am I
No.
making that shit up?
I mean, they live everywhere around you. They're like in everything. So technically, yes, they do live in space. 'cause
Open
we live in
your
space.
mouth. You can eat one.
I mean, they're in his mouth already.
Oh,
They
wow.
are your mouth. They make up your mouth.
But these things can they can survive in like the craziest
Mhm.
environments. They're insane.
I'm sure that's why you did it.
Yeah. So yeah, tardigrades have survived exposure to outer space. That's metal.
Doesn't matter.
Um,
Yeah, I just felt underwhelmed by the ending. I feel.
I almost wish 18 would have lived. It'd been
wish he
cool.
would have lived, yeah. But he had to go, dude.
I don't think he had to.
I mean, they gave 2, so now I get to kill 1 bug.
No.
Also, they probably should have printed him out again, you know?
Yeah, they had it.
One last time.
Yeah.
I mean, he deleted the hardware, though.
Yeah, but
Or the
17's
software.
got it, bro.
Yes.
I mean, he could just make it again.
Yeah.
But then if he prints it out, but he's not 18, though. Then he's...
No, but like,
he's 19.
tweak that setting.
No, dude, you just keep nipping them in the back of the neck until you get the right one.
The right one, yeah.
It might be Mickey
Like-
30, but shit, at least we got him.
Yeah.
I think the dream scene at the very end, that was so good, dude. Like,
I didn't know what to think.
I need my
was
man
like, is this
to-
real?
he needs to do a horror movie. Him doing a
Yeah.
horror movie would straight bang. It'd be so good.
Dude, he's gonna do one Black Mirror like episode like that, and it's gonna be crazy.
But that's what this is. This is just a Black
Yeah,
Mirror episode.
It kind of is, yeah.
It's better than the last 2 seasons. Shit.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Let's go to the ratings then. Vamp. I don't have the rating thing up.
I mean, I still have faith in Bong Joon Ho, dude. Like, you know, I think this is a real polarizing film, potentially.
Real weird.
But I still have faith in my man, dude, and I'm looking forward to his next project.
Yeah,
And so you're gonna give Mickey 17 a
And so for that, I think I'm gonna get a solid 8.
solid 8. Okay. James, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, I think it had strong performances. I think the world they set up was cool. I think they underutilized some stuff. I think, you know, the direction was still good. The writing is still good. I just always as I'm watching, I felt like I was missing something the whole time. Like everything they did, I just was like, I need more. I need a little more. But overall, I still think it's pretty good. I think most people would enjoy the movie. I think it's worth the watch. So I'm gonna have to give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, I mean, you guys touched on all the points. This is the worst part about going last is that you're going to say everything that everybody's already said. I think the movie's fantastic. I'm super excited to watch it again and like really give myself to it again. I had some people talking behind me, so it made it a worse experience viewing. They ended up leaving halfway through the movie. They brought a 7-year-old into this film, and after all the sex scenes had happened, the 7-year-old went, "Yeah, I'm bored. Can we leave?" I was like, "That's kind of crazy." So they left by the time things really ramped up for me. But it was still fantastic. Bong Joon Ho is amazing. I think his English films are his worst films, though. I would have loved to have seen it in Korean. But I'm still gonna give it a 9 out of 10. So that means that Mickey 17 gets a sooner or later average letterbox score of 4 stars out of 5. And that means I'm going to thank you for tuning in on twitch.tv/soonerlatertv, youtube.com/soonerlatertv, and tiktok.com/@soonerlatertv for our review of Mickey 17. Continue listening and watching and showing your support on all social media platforms. You know where to find us. Until the next time, we love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
See you.